There we go.
Wait, I also had a piece of paper over my mic, which was not helping, I'm sure.
We were talking about the lens
lens
flare.
flares.
Ooh. Hi, everybody.
Hey, what's cool, everybody? Yeah, it's a good shirt.
Yeah. Right. Go big. I don't remember who made this shirt. I think I just searched for Protect Trans Kids shirt and a couple things came up.
Okay. I'll look it up and see if I can find it.
Who all do we got here? Alpha Llama Llama, Carrie. Hey, Dylan. Emma's here. Hello, Mark. Kevin, how's it going? Oh man, have a good bachelor party. Ooh la la.
Oh, I found it. The first one that came up was the shirt that looks exactly like this on Etsy by Dose Detritus.
There we go. So I was still set up basically from last week from when I did the Blender stuff, and I thought, oh, maybe this would be a good time to do Clip Studio stuff, because I don't know if I've ever done a live stream where I worked in Clip Studio. Most of the time it's because when I'm like penciling or doing layouts and stuff, I'm thinking too hard to be able to live stream about it, or I am working on a project that I can't show. And lots of times I want to cool down on paper anyway. So, but anyway, so I thought I would show my Clip Studio setup and see what comes of it. Stick me down here. There we go. So here's my Clip Studio guy. This is like my regular work layout. My iPad, I have it set up almost exactly the same, except for the stuff on the right-hand side is like hidden. It actually is like this, so I can pull up my layers and my layer properties through a little click on my, what do they call this, a quick set? Quick access. So I don't even use like the main, the default toolbar. I have a quick access thing that's all set up for me. And yeah, like if I'm gonna do something, stared at a Clip Studio screen all day. Well, here we go again. Do you draw with a glove on your hand? Nope, I'm not a glove guy. I find it like very irritating.
But you have you're using your Wacom screen.
Yeah, I'm using a Cintiq Pro 24-inch.
And it has a toothy texture on it.
Yeah, it's a
which
little bit matte.
I find much easier than my Slickery iPad. I have to wear a glove for my Slickery iPad, but I don't have to wear it with your screen.
Yeah, I have a screen protector on my iPad too, so I have the same surface. The only thing that sucks about this Cintiq is that it gets really hot, and in the summertime that can really suck. But when it's too hot for me, I usually just switch to my iPad, and my iPad stays nice and cool. Hey, Keith. Oh, have fun at the 9-inch nails.
Yeah.
They opened for Jesus and Mary Chain, the first real concert I ever went to when I was, I think, 15 years old. And I didn't like them. I thought they were weird.
You didn't like 9-inch nails?
No. And I was there for Jesus and Mary Chain.
It was also like early in his career too, so maybe
it
just wasn't very good.
It was a very stripped down. It was like just guys in t-shirts.
Kevin had just popped in to say hi as well. Hope you have fun at the party.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, thanks Keith. Hit the like button if you like the episode.
Yeah. Alpha says, I tried just using a cloth, but didn't find it conductive enough to keep going. You mean like using a cloth instead of a glove? Do I have a glove? I know I have some gloves, but I might have given them all to Mott.
Do you want me to bring you one?
No, that's okay.
Okay. He gave me, they were the white knit gloves that people used to use at museums and stuff when
And
they're touching ancient documents
I used to
before
use
they
those all the
got rid
time
of
for
those.
my painting too, and I don't know why I haven't felt like I've needed to lately. Like, I don't know what I'm doing different, but I don't feel like I need them anymore.
It doesn't feel like you're doing anything wrong, apparently.
Yeah, it used to be that my greasy fingers would leave like little. Oh, you know what?
Huh.
I bet it's COVID.
Why?
I bet I wash my hands like 50 times a day
Oh.
now, and I didn't do wash my hands 50 times a day before COVID.
But
And
I get greasy marks all over everything. It's what gives me my
Yeah.
youthful appearance. Hey, Jamie, welcome.
Hey Jamie, how you doing? All right, so let me tell you about my Clip Studio usage. I use it in a very specific way, and it's basically only, well, I do it for layouts and I use it for pencils, and that's kind of it. It's very, very rare that I do finished artwork in Clip Studio. I will do thumbnails in Clip Studio, so sometimes I'll do like color, like really rough color stuff. But it's very, very rare that I do finished artwork in Clip Studio. So I have templates set up. So if I make a new file, I have this guy set up, American Comics 2024. They haven't changed. So these are my basic size settings. And these are stuff that I've like, setting up Clip Studio is such a pain in the neck because you'll put in your height and width, and then you'll put in the trim size and the inner border, and it'll change your height and width. And it took me forever to get this sort of dialed in, but now it sort of works and seems to be fine. So if I use my little preset, hit OK, and it does have a little bit extra bleed, like more than I really need, but I always like to have more bleed than I need. More bleed than I need. And then the second thing that I use a lot is, you can see up here at the top I have this black, red, and blue thing. This is a, what do they call these? A auto action. This is like the macros in Clip Studio. So if I hit this, it sets up all my layers. And you can see I have down here on the right hand bottom, these are all my layers. And I have a folder for throwing reference images in. I have a rough layout and a layout folder that I have labeled red here. And then I have a rough pencil and a pencil that I have made black. And then this top layer is the frame border stuff.
It's that purple.
Yeah.
Not a box frame.
So lots of times I do that, and then the next thing I do is I come in and I start dividing up my page into panels. And I'm just holding shift to keep them straight.
Wow, you did that so fast.
Yeah. The one thing I do that's worth noting about how I divide up my panels, though, is I don't use there's two different ways you can do it. There's one that will divide frame folder and divide frame border. So if you do frame folder, it'll create a new frame, or a new folder every time you do that. So now I have this whole duplicate folder of rough layout, and rough pencil. And I don't like that. I like to keep things very, very simple. So I use the frame border, which basically means that now if I draw, it's like one image in all the panels. And and it keeps things sort of simple and streamlined for me. I'm definitely not. I'm always like trying to keep as close to one layer as possible. So lots of times, even though I have like 4 sort of default layers in my setup here, lots of times I'll sort of use the layout and I'll use the pencils and that's it. Lots of times I'll start just digging into pencils, and then when I need to work out something, I'll step into the rough pencils layer and rough something out, and then go back into my pencils layer and pencil tighter.
Before you do anything else, I am so confused. How did you draw the line to make 2 panels? What
I
were you
used,
pushing?
you can see over here on the left, this is the divide frame border tool.
Oh, okay.
So it's a tool,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's two sub tools for that. There's the frame border folder, which does the thing which I was showing where
Oh,
it
yeah,
does
yeah.
a duplicate folder system,
Yeah.
and just the divide frame border. So once you have divide frame border, you click and you drag, and you can see I have this little like little
Oh, I
frame thing,
see.
and then I let go and it draws it.
Oh my gosh. No wonder it made it look so easy. I thought you were just pushing buttons really fast.
No, no, it's like it is like actually super easy. And I do have the project I'm working on uses a lot of 6-panel grids, so I have another auto action that will just automatically divide that up. And that is very handy.
Okay. Some people popped in. Let's see. Hi,
What's up,
Kilgore
Winston?
Trout.
How you doing, man? I just got my Out of Alcatraz hardcover comp. Yeah, it looks so good, dude. Thank you so much for all the work you did on that. For anyone who wants to know, Winston is the designer on Out of Alcatraz, and he did an incredible job on that book, and I'm very happy.
Hi, Jamie. Jamie says, "What's cool with me? Been listening to heaps of AFI and lead up to their new album coming out."
What is AFI?
AFI. I don't know. AFI band.
Oh, Mark says he's very reluctant to merge things.
An American punk rock band.
Okay. I merge things constantly. I'm always like, I can always, well, part of it is because I only use this for penciling, so it's always really, if I was like doing paintings and stuff, I would probably want more layers and be a lot more cautious about it. But because it's pencils, I'm not really like doing marks that are layered on top of marks that are layered on top of other marks. I'm just doing marks, like just drawing lines that are sitting next to one another. So one thing, unless I'm doing a grid thing, I don't like my vertical lines to match up. So for example, if I've divided these 2 panels, I don't want the tier below it to be like that. Oh man, that like
It's too repetitive.
it just like it makes a tangent, and it makes it so that your eye can go vertically, especially if they're lined up perfectly. Like you could actually read that vertically and it looks like it kind of works. But as soon as if you break it enough like this, then then the tiers are more solid, and they don't.
Defined.
Yeah, that's a good word for it. They're more defined, so that you don't feel the urge to want to go read up and down at all. You want to stay within your tier until you get to the end and start the next tier. So the other good thing about Clip Studio is how you can resize these.
What did you push to do that?
If you get this guy, which is, what is the name of this tool? The object tool. And then if you select the frame border, you can pull these little blue dots and it'll move the line. Or
Just like a transform.
if you
Or a
get
bunch
just,
of transforms.
say what?
Just like a bunch of transform tools in Photoshop.
Yeah, kind of. Well, it's like, yeah, yeah. That's actually, it's like the object tool is a way. It's sort of a way of like grabbing objects and manipulating them, but it's not like, I don't know. It's kind of, actually, I don't even know how to describe it because there's a move layer tool too, which is different. Like, well, I guess move layer moves a whole layer all at
Mm-hmm.
once, and the object you can go into like sub objects. So, for example, I can grab this top panel and I can just manipulate this one without affecting. Oh, it's still affecting those panels. I take it all back. But one thing I do a lot is hit these little yellow arrows to get my bleeds. So if I wanted this panel to bleed, I would
Oh,
hit those.
it snaps to the.
Yeah,
Okay, that's pretty cool.
yeah. And then if you want it to come back, you have to drag it in. But I use that. And then lots of times, usually I will have my layouts in here, and when I lay out, I'll usually use a bigger pencil. So I'll use something like this size to do my layouts.
Emma says, when I tried to use these tools, I got frustrated. If there's anything that you need Tyler to slow down on, let me know in the chat.
Yeah.
Emma says, I guess I need to play with them more.
Which tools specifically? The frame tool is awesome. I've always been a Photoshop person, very sadly. Oh, so I have gotten rid of my Photoshop entirely,
Mm-hmm.
and
Me too.
so far it's been okay.
I haven't used Clip Studio though. I
Yeah.
am using Procreate for my comics, and I use Affinity for everything else that I used to use in Photoshop. I inhaled my own spit. Emma says that she thinks it's because it was making new folders all the time.
Oh, yeah. That's the difference between the divide frame folder and the divide frame border. Those are two different subtools, and as long as you don't have the one that says folder, then it will not make new folders.
So it's the next one down.
Yeah. But Clip Studio is a kind of a mess. Like, it's the next one down, but it might not always be the next one down because you can
Oh.
rearrange these things.
Oh, okay. I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, and you can do a lot of like pretty advanced stuff with these, but I don't know how to do them. I keep it very, very simple with the create frame fold or board, just create frame border stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what I'm drawing. I'm just drawing these two people who are
Having a disagreement of some type, or something
something.
scary's happening,
Yeah.
and they're telling them about the scary thing. Hi, Kelly. Happy Friday to you too.
Hey, Kelly, what's up? How you been?
Emma says, I had no help when I first started figuring digital art out. Keith will occasionally tell me to do a thing, and I have no idea what he's talking about. Yep. She had no idea what correction layers were. What are correction layers?
Correction layers, like a layer that has like a hue saturation, or like levels is a common thing where it's like the levels adjustment is in a layer, so it affects all the layers below it.
Oh, That's nice.
Or that's an adjustment layer. Is that the same thing as a corrections layer? But I think you can adjust the frame without affects the other panels by grabbing the dots in the corner of the frame. Oh, let's see. So oh yeah, no, I think you're totally right. Oh, that wants to be, I think it might be a hotkey, but not option, not control, command, nope. Shift, nope. There is a way to sort of, oh wait, that's because I have them all selected. There we go. Oh no, it's still keeping them together.
Maybe the blue dots? Alpha knows that...
Oh, these dots. There we go.
He's done it at some point. Oh,
yeah, it's
there it is.
Not the red squares that I was tapping on. It's the blue circles.
It's the blue. Okay.
And then if I hit option, nope. Command, nope. Well, now that it's detached, now I can make it any shape I want. But that one's still attached.
Oh, that's weird. That was weird that the bottom was attached but not the top.
Yeah, it's because it broke it away from there. So if I break it away on all of them, now I think if I grab this, it can do. Oh no, it is still like attached. Oh, and those two have a relationship.
Alpha saw you grabbed the red dots, not the blue.
I did both. So if I get, so I thought like if I do this, now it seems like it should be like separated from the other panels around it. So now if I grab the red to skew it.
Can you skew it with the blue?
Oh, now it is like skewing it. Like it'll let me free form.
We'll have to watch this back and see what you did different.
Well, what I did different was that I wiggled it around. So because I had originally, if I just do this, and then I like grab this, those are still connected. The bottom tier and the one above it.
Yeah.
But
oh, and look, it's that one dot on the right is now still
But
connected.
if I do this, and I do this, and I sort of move it, now that's going to be separated from everything. Oh, no, it's still sort of connected to the top one. I do not know. I don't do this shit anyway, man. I keep my panels square.
They may be snap functionality when they get close to each other. Oh, it might be an automatic thing, Emma's thinking. Experiments.
I'm sure somebody has a wonderful YouTube video explaining how it all works.
Dylan would like to get Clip Studio so that he can get some brushes from Retro Supply Company.
Oh, I should say about my brush. So it's labeled here as iPad Pencil 2021 because it's basically based off of the design pencil, which is a default pencil that comes with Clip Studio. And all I've done, I don't even remember what I changed about it, but I tweaked some of the settings in the subtool settings. So I went in and tweaked something about the curves. So if you want to go into a tool properties, there's this tool property window, and it has a bunch of attributes for each brush that you can tweak. But if you click on the little wrench at the bottom, you can get more attributes. So these are all of the attributes available. And if we go to the ink, there's this like opacity, brush tip.
We can't see that window. It's weird.
Oh, it's not showing up, huh?
No, it's not.
I don't know why. It's there.
I thought that I was just seeing a lag, a big
Oh
lag,
yeah, and
but
that's
no.
not showing up either. I have it set up to only
Oh.
show my Clip Studio window. I have OBS only show my Clip Studio window, so it must not like showing pop-up windows.
Alpha Llama Llama says, yeah, OBS not showing pop-up windows. It's something in OBS settings.
Yeah. I'm not going to worry about it. But I have like tweaked the default brush, the default design pencil brush, and I tweaked it on my iPad, so I called it my iPad pencil. And I did it in 2021 apparently. And this is like the pencil I use for everything. It's like ridiculous. I just use the one pencil. I guess I should say also, like, I've been drawing on this layout layer, but my rough layout layer is already set to have a red color to it.
And that's so that when you print it.
No, that's just so that I can have, like, I can do my roughs and I can separate it from the tighter stuff that I do on the top of it.
Gotcha.
But one thing that's cool about it is, so you can see over here on the left, I have this layer properties.
That's the right.
On the right, thank you. And there's this red box. I can click this and you won't see the window, but I can choose a different color. And now it's turned blue. And like I can make it be any color I want. Even though, like, if I turn off that feature, it's actually, I'm just drawing with a black brush, but I can make everything on there. As long as it's monochromatic, well, it'll turn it monochromatic and then assign whatever color I've told it to be. And what I've told it to be is red. So that's fun. So I do that with my rough layers. I keep those red, and then my tighter layers are black.
Now, Alpha Llama Llama, I believe it was him that asked if you today would also show like all the options. I think the layer options like multiply.
Oh, the transfer modes, I think they call them. Is
Yeah,
that no?
yeah,
that one
that
isn't
normal.
showing up.
Oh, the window's not showing up.
I might have to see if I can change this. Let me see.
Yeah. Thank you. Now we can see
Let's
what you're
try
doing in
that.
OBS, honey.
No. Yeah, now it's working.
Oh, good. Yeah, it does. I see it.
But it's like clipping this a little bit. Hold on. There we go.
Alpha Llama Llama says, definitely worth checking out YouTube videos for training yourself on Clip Studio.
There we go. Now we can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we can see the subtool settings for my brushes. What else? I guess one thing about my brush that I have set up is that let's go to this layer real quick. If I hold my pencil like perpendicular to the page, I get sort of a skinny line. And then if I tilt, I get a fat line. And I use that a lot. I use that a lot to get sort of expressive lines where I start off. Well, usually I guess I start off fat and go to skinny because of how my hand is shaped. But but I use that a lot, especially like I like to just put my pencil on its side and do a thick.
By the way your
shady.
hand is shaped, you mean what's comfortable for how you hold the pencil? It's more
Um,
comfortable for you to
sort of,
have it at an
sort of
angle.
the angle that my hand can move at
Mm-hmm.
puts the pencil or the stylus, I should say, on its side at when it's far away from my hand, and then it becomes more perpendicular as it moves closer to my hand.
Yeah.
So, um, yeah,
Gotcha.
and it's nice to have like something that's a little bit expressive in your pencils, at least in mine, like the way I like to work. I like my marks to have a little bit of a, I don't know. Like in
Character?
Clip Studio, it feels a little calligraphic,
Mm-hmm.
but it's nice to have just some sort of like something that I can't control super duper well, and in my mark making, so it feels a little more spontaneous. The other thing that I've been playing with, I mean, so last week we were looking at Blender, and it's got me kind of excited about trying to use Blender to do more stuff. And for example, um, I have, let's see here, I'm going to import some 3D data. And my one hard drive has to wake up. Let's see if I can do this without showing folders for projects I'm not supposed to talk about.
Do you, Alpha Lama is asking, do you do your pencils in black or a color?
I do them in black and then I color the layer.
So you print them blue.
Oh, I see. Like when I print the pencils, they're a color. But I'll like, again, I'll usually try to, I guess I color those in Affinity Photo before I print them. I don't usually print right out of Clip Studio.
Really?
Yeah, the printing functions in Clip Studio stink. It's so
Mm,
hard.
yeah.
Jump scare. So this is a 3D model. This is actually, this is fun. This is a 3D scan of this little guy. This is my little desk skull that I use for reference. And I used a app on my phone called Scaniverse. And I did like a 3D scan using my iPhone of this guy. So this is a 3D model of a skull.
That you're able to pull into Clip
I
Studio.
can
That's
pull it into Clip
amazing.
Studio, yeah.
Amazing.
And like if I wanted to use this skull, like for example, as reference on this guy's head, we can sort of put that in there. And let's see, I think. And then if I put this in the reference folder, what's cool is if I go to another layer, now that guy is blue. If I go to edit it, it pops it out of that mode, but it's like inheriting the blue layer color from the reference thing, which is nice. Actually, I'm going to make
The blue looks like it'd be easier to draw over.
yeah, it's just as long as it's like different from the black pencils that I'm doing. And then I usually do, like I usually bust the opacity for each layer down to about 20 or 30%. But now
Hi, Michael.
now I can use this guy to as reference for my character's head.
What's cool with everybody? What's the cool thing that has gone on the last couple of weeks? Excuse me. I didn't ask y'all last week. Oh, I thought you were going to draw a skull.
No,
That
I'm using
person's
it
got
as
a
like,
nose. You're putting skin over the bones.
yeah.
Makes their head look ginormous. I bet you it'll make sense, though. Oh, yeah, that totally makes sense.
And some of my digital painting friends make fun of me, but I keep the eraser end of my Wacom stylus set as my eraser, and I flip my pencil around to erase instead of using a hotkey.
And people make fun of you there for that?
Yes, because it is like way slower than using a hotkey, but I'm like,
But
I want it to feel like
you're
a
drawing.
pencil.
Yeah. Emma does the same. I would do the same too if iPads could do that.
Yeah, I really wish the iPad pencil had an eraser on the butt.
Yeah, me too. Oh, Dylan's getting further along on the estate situation after his dad's death. And
Oh,
yay, congratulations. I hope that goes more and more smoothly.
yeah.
Emma says that she's so slow with hotkeys. Hotkeys just don't help her. And then Alpha Llama Llama says, I'm worse. I actually choose the eraser from the menu.
One, I'm sort of in the middle of messing with my whole computer setup, so I don't have it actually set up right now, but I have been using one of these guys, a tour box, and it works incredible. Like, it's a great, like, once you get it set up, it feels really, really comfortable and fast. Um, but it's not like, but it takes a lot of setup. And the other thing is, like, it's designed to sort of sit flat on your table, which isn't very comfortable. And so I have a cardboard stand that holds it up at a 45-degree angle that I made. It's just like wrapped in aluminum tape, but it's just like cardboard. And I've been meaning to actually print up like a 3D
Oh,
modeled
yeah.
stand down at the library so I could hold it up nice, and I haven't done that. Soon. Soon.
Mark's been reading lots of great comics.
Oh, you want to recommend some?
Spectators and This Place Kills Me especially stood out for him.
I started reading just the other night, I started the new Matt Wagner and Kelly Jones Dracula book. That's pretty good.
Yeah? Awesome.
I'm big fans of both those guys.
Dylan and Michael both say that Batman #1 is fantastic.
Do you remember the one Junji Ito Frankenstein in his Mon-Ben? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Junji Ito's like whole tool setup is like wild and aspirational, to be honest.
Those Mon-Ben episodes are great.
Yeah. I wish they had dubbed versions so that I could put it on while I'm working.
And not have to read the screen.
Yeah.
Those are on YouTube. If you ever want to see really in-depth interviews with cartoonists, it's very good. Mon-Ben, MANBEN, all one word.
The other thing that I have that I've been working on is, you can see in the upper right, I have this locked at 150%.
Is that the zoom?
That's the zoom.
Oh,
So,
so you can't get any closer than that.
yeah.
Oh, that's good.
But the nice thing about, like, it doesn't work on the iPad because I pinch and zoom to, like, I pinch my fingers to zoom, and you can't limit that apparently in Clip Studio.
I wish that we could, though.
But if you're doing Command plus, Command minus, you can limit it. But you can always come up here too and like zoom in if you need to. But if I try to zoom in, like if I zoom in to 500% and then I try to zoom in again with Command plus, it bumps me back out to 150. So but it's really, really helpful to keep you from becoming myopic in your drawing.
Did you did you ever have any experience where you were myopic in your drawings?
Oh, I still do it all the time. When I draw on my iPad, because you can't limit that, then yeah, I do it all the time.
And what's the worst thing that you've seen happen?
What happens is that I spend a lot of time drawing very detailed stuff, and then when I go to ink it, I throw it all out because it's like that it's too detailed all of a sudden.
Same for my iPad. My brush tip is usually set at like 6, but that line, if I zoom in too close, then that line is just too thick to draw all the details. And I suppose the risk is that not just that you waste time, but that the choices that you make for what you are gonna draw maybe would be different.
Yeah, absolutely. And it always
If you
looks
had done the
weird when
pencils
there's
for-
like a drawing that looks like it looks like it's a different scale than the other drawings next to it. And this is very handy. I have a little thing set up here to flip the panel.
And why do you do that?
So it's really good for stuff like this eyeball.
Oh, so you could catch that it
You can
was
see that it was
crooked.
like crooked.
Huh.
And it's still not quite right. And this is exactly why I work digitally for pencils, is so that I can try to correct that stuff
Without
without
ruining your paper with
without
an eraser.
erasing and redrawing and erasing and redrawing. I'm also sort of starting to move to a thing like longtime viewers will know that I will often do like brown ink, and then I paint, and then I do black ink over the top. And I'm moving to, instead of doing the brown ink, just penciling a little bit tighter and letting that be my brown ink. So I print these pencils out brown, and then I paint over the top of them.
Oh, you're doing brown now.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
And so I've been penciling a little bit tighter than I used to, because when I'm expecting my pencils to completely disappear, like I don't need to pencil super tight, but if I'm expecting the pencils to show up, then I want them to be a little bit prettier. I have no idea what's going on in this scene. This guy is like, man, kid, whatever you're talking about is messed up. I know it, mister.
Mark says the lack of zoom limitations in iPad makes him lose all sense of his drawing. He needs hard limits.
Yeah.
And Emma says She thinks that's one of the many reasons she doesn't like drawing on the iPad.
The thing about the iPad for me is just that the pencil is so beautifully responsive. Like it just feels great to draw with that pencil compared to a Wacom stylus. At least for me. And like, man, what I wouldn't give for them to make like a
giant iPad.
Yeah, or like a iMac that you could draw on the screen. Like that would be the dream. Like if they came out with one, like it would be on the credit card day one. I would do that instantly.
Forewarned.
It looks like Bobby Hill. Yeah, I can see that.
Dylan says that that his other favorite live stream, the Artcasters, had their 482nd episode, and it was highlighting an indie comic creator who that is starring a hero universe solely with disabled heroes.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's super cool. I've never watched the Artcasters. I should give them a look.
Yeah, you've definitely caught my interest now, Dylan.
I use my iPad for sketching roughs and try to finish on the desktop. I'm almost the opposite. Like usually I'll start on the desktop and then switch to my iPad to finish. But a huge part of that is just like my back.
Oh yeah.
Like I love being able to take my iPad to my comfy chair and sort of lean back. I put a little pillow on my lap and set the iPad on that and sketch for that. And it's like really, really nice on my back.
Emma hates the Apple Pencil. I can see it not working for some people.
Yeah, I could see that too.
Yes, Emma. Emma wishes she could pick up her Wacom and just carry it around. I did try out their new tablet.
Oh, at Rose City?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been very tempted. So right now my setup is kind of like in flux because I realized that my my laptop was way faster than my iMac. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to make that be my main drawing computer. Because I got my laptop mostly for writing, but now it's my main drawing thing. And it would be really nice if I could have this set up on my drawing table. Like if I had one of those, a smaller Wacom tablet that I could just set on the desk there. But this 24-inch thing is just, one, I own it already, and two, it's like nice and big. It's huge.
Yeah,
It's very comfortable.
I do wish the iPad was just a bit bigger. What size? What size would be good?
This is the bane of my existence, is going to draw and getting this
that
square,
window popping up.
having this
Oh, that
selection
square.
tool, and being like, oh, and then remembering to switch to my pencil. That's like what I do instead of drawing on the wrong layer.
Hello, Tibbs. She's trying to get my attention. We've started, so Tibbs does a lot of tricks like sit and high five and jumping up to do a dolphin. But started doing harness training on her to go for walks. And today is the day that she's all, hey, remember that thing that we've been doing? I would like to go outside now. Can you please get up off that chair and stop talking to your computer and go take me outside? She's done 3 drive-bys since we have started this, where she rubs up against my foot and says, "Oh, I love you." And then I start to reach down to pet her, and she runs to the door for me to follow her. Dylan says the Artcasters is fantastic. He's been
Nice.
following them for roughly the same amount of time as Comic Book Cooldown. Creator's name is Luis Gonzalez Poma. One of the ex-hosts of the live stream actually purchased one of your original art pages, honey.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, you know what? The big news is for me
What?
is next week I'm going to Spain.
Yes, that's cool news. Malaga. You're
Malaga.
going to San Diego Comic-Con Malaga.
Yep.
When I start to say San Diego Comic-Con, my brain drifts to California, and then going to Malaga jerks away and flies to Spain. Yeah, that's the first time I've ever heard of San Diego Comic-Con.
Doing an
that,
international
like,
show.
not being in San Diego. Yeah.
I think this is the very first one.
Oh, okay.
I mean, San Diego changed their name to San Diego International or Comic-Con International like a decade ago, and I still don't think that they've I think this will be their first actual international show.
So yeah, you will be doing that, and the dates for that are the 25th through the 28th.
Yeah. So I don't think there'll be a live stream next week because it'll be like
9 hours ahead of us.
yeah. So it'll be like 2 a.m. or something.
Yeah. That would be 6. Be 5 in the morning, I think. Too early. Way too early.
Or way too late.
Yeah. Alphalamalo says, might work for me and Mark. That's a good point, Alphalamalo.
You know, me and my GM plus 8.
I don't know.
That's the time zone we're in, is the
Oh, we
Greenwich
are?
Mean Time plus
We're
8.
8. We're plus 8.
I think that's
Okay.
what the west coast of the U.S. is. I could be wrong, though.
Thanks for popping by, Jamie. It was nice to hang out with you.
Yeah, have a good one. There was mention of the Move Ink pad from Wacom.
Oh, that's what it's called?
I'm very skeptical of that thing because it's a Android tablet. And I have owned, things may have changed because it's been a long time since I've had one, but I've owned 3 Android tablets and they've all been terrible. Like they'll start off being really great and useful and all that stuff, and then within about 6 months there'll be like a bunch of updates that sort of wreck it, and it's so slow and useless by the end of that. And then, but my iPads have been like I'm on my second iPad, and the first one lasted, I think, 7 years before I decided to upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably could have gotten another year out of it, but I was like, I gotta get one before the economy crashes.
Yeah. Yep. Even if it's not, even though it wasn't a great time financially.
You know,
Emma says that she mainly uses the iPad to watch the stream and look at recipes and for conventions to access Square. It all seems like good reasons. Mark says his first tablet was an Android and it got so slow, so fast.
yeah. I really wish that Apple would like just quit fucking around and let us have a Mac OS that runs on the iPad. Because I'm sure it'll run right now. They just don't want you to like stop buying laptops.
Dylan says that he's seen a few videos on the Move Inc. and they gave it positive reviews.
Yeah, I've seen some positive reviews for it too, and I've seen positive reviews for Android tablets in general in the past, and I'm like, I don't know.
There's a
Hey,
Tips!
Tips, helping
She
out.
got right in front of the camera without stepping on buttons.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Mark has the 13-inch version ready for reading comics. Mine's the 13-inch. My iPad's the 13-inch, right, honey? Is that
Yeah,
it?
I think so. The iPad Pro.
Yeah. Yeah. I would get it a little bit bigger if I coulda. But
Yeah, like even just a 16-inch one would be incredible.
yeah. Michael loves their iPad. Says I do pencils on that to print out for inking traditionally, and then use my Huion 21-inch for coloring in Photoshop. So far, so good. Am I saying that right? Huion.
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 We got I don't remember the kind we got down at the library. It's like a Huion or a what's the other brand? It's like Art something. We got one of those down at the library, and it's really, really good. And it was like way cheaper than a Wacom. And I do not like this drawing of this kid. I don't know exactly why. Part of it is that I designed him and drew him for the very first time in this panel below, and now I'm sort of like, what did I do? What did I design?
Make his face maybe a little bit smaller.
That's kind of what I'm trying. Yeah, that helped.
Yeah, Michael says that they couldn't afford the Wacom, but is happy so far with the Huion.
Yeah, like it seems like we're in a great time for if you don't want to use Wacom, you can actually find really good tablets out there.
Oh, Carrie is asking for the 13-inch. How do you take it around with you if it's that large? Do you carry around a backpack? For reading purposes, she has a Kindle Fire HD 8 and it fits and her purse and is basically disposable.
Mm.
My 13-inch does fit in my shoulder bag.
I have mine in this like Apple protective sleeve, but I don't actually take it around with me like outside the house very often.
But when you do, it is in your backpack.
Yeah, when
But
I do,
that's
it
the
is in a
only
backpack.
like real bag that you carry.
I do, and I do have a pretty good bag. I found a bag years and years ago that has like a laptop, like a slightly padded laptop sleeve. Here, I'll grab it. And the really cool thing about this bag is that it's only like 4 inches deep. So it'll hold like it's only this deep, which is so nice. Like lots of times if you have a bag that's like this, like it'll hold an 11 by 17
Yeah, it holds your,
thing in
your
there.
portfolio
But usually when you find a bag like that, it's like
really
a foot
thick.
and a half deep. It's like, come on, man. So that's usually what I carry stuff around in, is that bag.
My 13-inch iPad even fits in an old military map bag.
Yeah, it's like big, but it's not like
But it's
bigger than a lot of books. Like,
or a
so
lot of
there's
bags.
like just
yeah.
tons of bags that it'll fit comfortably in.
Oh, Emma has an old Kindle that has that is rubberized.
Oh,
And
is it turning slimy?
yeah, or it degraded so much that she sanded it off. Good plan.
Yeah.
I hate that. When I get books that are rubberized, that's
Yeah, that
so gross.
Silk touch or whatever they call it on a
Yeah.
book. The library editions have that, and
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
Well, you know why the library has those dishes? Because that's the ones that I donate. Because I don't
No,
want
the
them.
library editions of Harrow
Oh,
County.
of Harrow County. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm worried about the Umbrella Academy library editions. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the soft touch varnish. That's what Michael says. Yeah, it's going to turn disgusting.
Not always though. It really
Yeah?
is like a crapshoot. Like sometimes it'll be okay.
So far. But in 20 years, maybe not. It remains to be seen. Not a fan either, Emma.
This is like 90% of why I pencil digitally nowadays is so that I can get these eyeballs right.
Yeah.
And I still get them wrong constantly. It's ridiculous.
People aren't perfect. People's eyes aren't always even.
No.
Seen to be remains, Dylan. Michael asked, has anyone watched Death of a Unicorn?
I have not heard of it.
Michael and their wife watched it last night, and it was a wild ride.
Is it new?
Let me look it up.
Redonkulous.
It is from this year. It's a comedy fantasy. Emma says there is too much media to consume. So true.
I was just posting today about how we're like in a golden era of thrift store DVDs.
Yeah. I haven't gotten any new ones recently.
Yeah, I haven't actually been to a thrift store in a while. It seems like we've had enough
We've been
stuff
trying to
going
be
on.
careful. And we've been super busy.
It's also like so tempting sometimes to go thrift store shopping and then just drag home a bunch of crap that like we don't need.
Add to the pile of DVDs that we haven't quite gotten to yet.
Yep.
But it is pretty exciting when we get rid of all streaming services. We'll be set to jet.
Yeah, I think the only streaming service we have right now is Apple TV, and I think we could probably cancel that. I haven't watched it in a long time.
I'm watching 2 shows on there right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm watching Chief of War and another show that's escaping me right now.
Tibbs found a little piece of cardboard.
She's being cute. Hi, Alex.
What's up, Alex? How you doing? Been picking up a bunch of DVDs lately. Nice. Oh yeah, like the other thing about that is library. If you're canceling your streaming services, like a lot of people are this week, library has so much good stuff. Like we watched, the last one we got from the library was The Fall, which has been so hard to find for years and years, and it
Got it real quick.
like makes me so frustrated that I didn't think to just check it out of the library like 3 years ago when I first wanted to watch it. Oh, been tracking down foreign releases of Ennio Morricone soundtrack vinyls. Yeah, it can be hard to get into physical media if you don't have regular income. But like I was saying, thrift stores are a great way. Like I got
A $10
like-
DVD player.
yeah, we got our DVD player at the thrift store for really cheap
I think
because
it
we
was
wanted one that
$10.
wasn't smart. I think we still ended up getting a smart one.
That
but-
was the TVs. We
Yeah.
didn't want a smart TV, so I did find a brand new TV. Still had stickers on it at the thrift store, and I think it was $30.
Yeah. And then I picked up, I think the last time I bought a bunch of DVDs at Goodwill, I think I paid like $2.99 for a copy of 2001 and $2.99 for Goodfellas. But it wasn't Goodfellas, it was like a Scorsese collection, so it's like Goodfellas and
Some
2
others.
of his other movies, I think.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't know, it's just really, really good time for that stuff. Like, I think back at like what records were like in the late 90s at thrift stores. Like, you could get so many good records at thrift
Yeah.
stores back then. And now, like,
It's
the
harder.
records selection is like dried up completely everywhere I go.
Yeah, there's some very questionable records out there. In Oregon.
Oh, getting DVDs at estate sales is a way to go.
Yeah.
Because one of the things about going to the thrift store is that it is like, you'll never find somebody with like a really good DVD collection that has gotten rid of it. It's always like a
That's,
1,000 Harry Potters and like the Spider-Man movies
and Johnny Depp movies.
yeah. But an estate sale would be like a great place to find like people who have like really good taste.
Mark says for him, the selling point is a region unlocked player. I would love that. I've never seen one in the U.S. at a thrift store. Yeah, I would love that. I would love to get Our Flag Means Death, but there's no U.S. DVDs. At least, I don't think there is. I haven't found any for sale. Emma says, gee, why are all these movies easy to find? Yep. Emma misses getting records for 99 cents to $3.
Yeah. Oh man, I have like what are they marked at? I'm gonna look really quick. One of my favorite punk bands of all time, Subhumans, have where's that? All of their records are like this, where they have yeah. They all say pay no more than £1.70. That's wonderful.
Is the volume okay for both of us, y'all? Forgot to ask that. Oh, good. Dylan says the volume's fine.
Okay, good.
Good. Wait until an hour and 15 minutes into the episode to ask. Excellent. Well, another thing you've got coming up is next month, before Halloween, the complete Harrow County Compendium trade paperback is coming out on the 28th, but the week before that, Out of Alcatraz, the hardcover, the whole collection, is coming out on the 21st.
Yeah, so if you've been trade waiting, your wait will be over.
Pre-order now. Go to your store and say, please get this for me.
I think that the hardcover turned out so pretty. I'm very, very excited for that to come out. So I'm kind of cranking through this faster than I normally would, but not by a lot. Like, this is basically my penciling process.
Hey, Rudak.
Hey, Rudak, what's up?
Carrie, you got any awesome episodes coming up on your YouTube channel, Splash Pages? Tips? Is Tips still playing with that cardboard?
I'm not sure what she's playing with. She's like growling, running up and down the stairs.
You can lurk in the shadows if you want, Rudak. That's awesome. Oh, it was so wonderful to meet you too, Emma, face to face.
Yeah.
The three of us and Emma's wife all got to see each other at Rose City Comic Con.
Yeah. Did you have a good show?
Yeah, I hope so.
Hey, there's Comic Tropes. Hey, Comic Tropes. I just wanted to say thanks. Your intro for your channel was a huge inspiration um, for mine. I don't think would have occurred to me that you could have an animated intro without seeing yours.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen it, for the people watching, it's well worth checking out. It's a very impressive intro
I think it may
for a very
be.
impressive channel.
I think it may be the best intro that I've seen on any of the YouTube channels. Comic Trips
Thanks.
wasn't able to make it to Rose City. That's okay.
I was wondering. I thought, yeah, it was like as soon as we were leaving, we were like, hey, I don't think I saw comic tropes there.
Yeah. Oh, Carrie says this Tuesday is an indie creator, Joss Nealis, then Howard Shaken for next week, Philip Kennedy Johnson, Mark Wade, Dean Haspel, John Santana, and a bunch more coming up. Oh my gosh, y'all have been so busy.
Yeah.
Thanks, Carrie. So yeah, go check out Splash Pages. It's also a very good comic YouTube
Podcast.
channel. What'd you say, honey?
I said podcast.
It's not a podcast.
Isn't it both?
Is it both? Is it both, Carrie? Maybe I knew that it was both. Hold on. But then I just pared down to just watching it on YouTube. It seems like it would be a really good podcast.
It is both.
It is both. Okay. Thank you. I think I knew that. I think that's probably how I started out with y'all. Splash Pages is booked through December.
That's awesome. That's not like easy to do.
Comic Trips, what have you got going on? Anything you want to talk about coming up? You're getting this done so fast, honey.
Yeah, like when I'm doing like a real comic book page, especially if I'm like because I haven't done a single background, that's part of why it's coming together fast.
Oh, that's a good...
If I did backgrounds on here, it'd slow way, way down.
It might be like someone did was talking about the perspective, doing perspective in Clip Studio.
Yeah, I do that. I have like, what do I have? This is my special ruler, this is my symmetrical ruler, and this is my perspective ruler. Although, so I have it here, but I usually actually access my perspective ruler in the layers menu, and then ruler frame, create perspective rulers. And I do this a lot. So like if I was going to do some background for these guys, I would probably come in here to one of these layers and rough in, like, I don't know, like if there's some sort of building back here. Kind of rough it in, and then I will create a 2-point perspective. I almost always do 2-point perspective, like probably 70 or 80% of the time. And then I'll figure out where it's gonna go. And the trick is to zoom out and get these vanishing points like where they need to be. And don't worry about trying to get them close.
Comic Trips is freaking out. Saying, oh my god, this saves so much time.
Yeah.
3 exclamation points.
So now it's like it snaps to the
As you draw, it's
respective
snapping
ones.
to it.
Yeah. It's like if as long as you're kind of going in basically the right direction, it'll be like, oh, I know which direction you want to go. And I have no idea what this is, but
It's a garage.
it's a garage.
Or one of those storage buildings.
Yeah, it's got like a roll down door back
Mm-hmm.
here. It does like the closer you get to the horizon line, it can be really hard sometimes to get it to go in the perspective direction.
Yeah, Emma's saying, why when I try to use the perspective tool, it goes haywire? She feels like her settings are all bonkers. And Alpha Llama Llama is saying it can be a bit finicky.
It can be kind of finicky. Yeah, it's like a little bit of a touch to it, like knowing how to like start your line so it will go in the direction you want it to.
So it takes some trial and error and playing with
Yeah,
it
and
to
just
figure it out.
experience with it kind of.
Yeah. Thanks, honey.
Yeah, now I'm being like super sloppy and drawing on layers that I normally wouldn't. Like I'm using the rough layout for this background. But then if we come up here and just combine it with the pencils, now it's on my pencil layer.
Perfect.
But I've lost my rough layout layer.
Oh, no.
Oh no. I'm just going to duplicate. And then delete. Now I have a new rough layout.
Emma says that she started throwing a 3D cube in there and moving it around, and then it lays down a grid for you.
Oh yeah, I haven't. Yeah, see, that's like something I have not been able to figure out how to make really work for me. I've seen some like YouTube videos where they do that, and yeah, I just haven't figured it out. I need to like spend some time with it because it feels like something that would be amazing. Like it feels like it would be great to be able to do that.
Comic Trip you missed. A Comic Trip says that kid's face and hand are perfect.
Oh,
That
nice.
he was struggling with it. That's like the biggest thing he struggled on.
Yeah,
with
I'm
this
still
whole
not like
page.
really happy with that face. Like I feel like he's like a little too chinless or something. I don't know. You mentioned it and now I have to noodle with it. I don't know. This guy's like, hey kid, what are you doing around my storage compartment? Oh, this is where I keep my old bicycles. I was following an alien. It flew right over your garage. And then, didn't you see the alien? And he's like, an alien? Holy crap.
That actually fits perfectly for that page, honey.
Yep, that's the story. One of the things that I do with my penciling is that I try hard not to do the same work twice. So I leave it, like I try to keep my pencils loose enough that when I'm inking, I'm still making decisions about stuff. So my pencils, even though I was saying earlier that like I'm penciling tighter than I used to, they are still like pretty loose compared to a lot of other people's pencils. And it's because I want to be able to make decisions in the inks still.
People are saying you need to keep doing voice work, honey, and maybe add a Tyler's comic reading hour.
Voice work.
Yep. For voicing the comic page that you
Oh,
just
to
did.
do that.
Yeah.
Because I do all the voices, yeah.
Yeah. Carrie says that she would attend Tyler's comic reading hour.
My Superman voice. Hey, I'm Superman. My Batman voice. Hey, I'm Batman. My Green Lantern voice. Hey, I'm Green Lantern. My Wonder Woman voice. Hey, I'm Wonder Woman.
Yeah, please. I want a Wonder Woman that sounds like that.
Yeah, you want to get all up in my lasso and shit?
That made me squeal. Wow, it's the real Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I'm the real Wonder Woman. What of it?
Wait, Emma says, I remember a few cowboy aliens shaped like pears fighting over a can of beans. Oh, I know what you're talking about. A wagon wheel. Look, a wagon wheel. Isn't that it? Wasn't it that cartoon? That
Yeah, I don't know if that's
that
what
food
Emma's talking
cartoon?
about, but
I
that was
thought
the
they were
thing.
cowboy,
He was a cowboy shaped like a
like
pear.
shaped like a pear.
And he was talking about like food.
Now I'm hankering for a hunk of cheese. That's right,
Yeah.
Carrie. Ah, and Comic Trick says, when I'm slow on the draw and I need something to chaw. After school special, yeah. After school special.
That wasn't part of Schoolhouse Rock?
It was probably the same cartoonists. Oh, it was a PSA for the dairy industry, but they pawned it off as a healthy snack PSA. I sure hope that's what Emma's talking about. She has not piped back in.
Emma was talking about some sick, like anime or something.
Yeah. Time for timer. Emma says, I have no idea what the hell everyone is talking about. I was referring to the subject of one of the one-page comics I came up with while teaching kids how to make comics. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry, Emma. Maybe you're subconsciously influenced by Time for Timer from the like 1970s. So weird. Yeah, it's the same people that did Schoolhouse Rock. Emma says, I mean, Maybe.
Well, all right. Well, we drew this guy.
Oh, will you do the layer things? The normal, multiply.
Oh, like, what do you want to know about him? Like, I don't really use those very often.
Oh, you don't?
Like, yeah, no.
Oh, yeah, I guess you wouldn't for just pencils.
Like, if I was gonna color something like this for like I wouldn't color a permanent, like, for final, but I might, like, plop down some colors for the client to show them, like, what it might look like. In that case, I often use a multiply. So I just made a new layer, set it to multiply. Then, actually, I use this tool over here on the left. You can see I have this lasso fill tool, and I use this a ton. So, like, I might come in here and pick a color. We'll go kind of this reddish, browny color or whatever. And then you just draw a lasso and it'll automatically fill. And that is great for this kind of stuff. For just doing like really rough color mock-ups.
Emma says, wait, what?
About the lasso fill tool.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing's amazing. And in fact, I've seen people who will come in and they'll do like, so here in the subtool properties, you can set the opacity. So if we set this down to like 25-ish%, and then we'll do like a blue green for this kid. So you can come in here and be like, I'm gonna fill this guy like that, and then I can come in and be like, okay, there's a little bit of a shadow, and you can kind of build up layers. A lot of people use this sort of thing for like ideation and like concept stuff, where they build up shapes using the transparency like this. It's great. It's a great tool. And then if I switch to white, then I can come in here and like build up some highlights on them.
Could you also do that with an eraser?
Yeah. If you do an eraser, then it's like, well, I have my eraser set pretty hard. But if I go to my eraser tool and choose a different brush, like you can erase into it.
Oh, Emma. I hope this saves you so much time.
Nice. Lasso fill, this guy. It is in the direct draw subtool. I think that's what it's called. Will it pop up? Direct draw. It can be kind of hard to find. Like, I remember when I was setting up my quick menu, it took like 2 or 3 hours for me to find out where the lasso tool is so I could add it to my tool set. So I guess by using this color layer on a multiply as a multiply guy, then it'll the black will show through perfectly, which is really nice. So I use gradient tools a lot. So if I make
Ooh, please don't step on that record. Kitten.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's like I will make, actually usually what I do is if I'm doing color mock-ups, actually now that I'm thinking about it, this is usually what I do. Is this foreground to background? So I will pick some colors that I want. Whoops, what am I doing? Like I have, you can see in the lower left here, I have this sort of green and blue, and then I'll do a gradient. I'll make that a multiply. And then lots of times I will actually just draw over this gradient, and I use the color picker to like get kind of close, and then I'll tweak it.
Emma says, Emma, why are you so slow? Well, you see, I didn't know there was a lasso filter.
Now you're going to be like the Flash.
Alpha Llama Llama says, another way to do something similar is to use the lasso tool, then use a paint bucket in the submenu that hovers beneath the selection.
Oh, yeah. No, that is legit. So if I get my lasso select and come over here and do like a lasso select, and then I get this paint bucket, and I can just be like, boop, and it fills with the foreground color that you can see down here in the lower left. Yeah, this is basically like the extent of my Clip Studio stuff. The main reason why I use it is just so that I can fix eyeballs and make tweaks that would otherwise require me to sort of erase and redraw things over and over and over again. So it saves me just a ton of time to pencil digitally. And Clip Studio is a really great tool, and it is really affordable. I think I paid $80 for my license here, and then I don't remember what it is for the iPad. They have a subscription on the iPad, but it's really cheap. Like, I want to say it's less than $3, or it is $3 a month or something. Yeah.
Thanks, Comic Tropes.
Thanks, Comic Tropes. Hit the like button, everybody. Helps people find the channel.
Emma says Clip Studio's on sale all the time.
All the time.
Let me see if I can get this to work. People were joking about having a digital tape sound.
Digital what?
A digital tape sound. Let me see if I can give you one. Did that work? I don't know if that worked. I have no way of knowing.
The digital tape peel is this, like, oh man. Like if I take the pencils out of the layer and then I put them back in the layer. Boop.
Oh, there you go.
That's the tape peel.
The digital tape sound is a boop. Oh, they heard it.
All right, everybody. Well, that was kind of long. That was much longer than I expected to do this stuff. But I guess it's like, I don't know, illustrative of how quick digital penciling is compared to like paper penciling, that this was an hour and 40 minutes and basically did a whole page. Usually like my penciling schedule is 2 pages in a day. Because the reality is the amount of drawing time I have in a day is usually closer to like 5 or 6 hours out of an 8-hour day I get to draw, if that. So I can usually get 2 pages done in a day pretty pretty good. But penciling on paper would be a lot less. Like I could probably do half that.
Mm-hmm.
And lots of times I can do 3 pages in a day when I'm penciling. But I usually try not to.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Carrie.
we'll miss
Thanks
you
for
next
joining
week,
us.
honey.
Yeah, I'm sorry I'll miss everybody next week. I mean, you're welcome to stream if you want to.
I don't know
Put you on the
how,
spot.
but yeah.
All right, everybody. That's it. Go tell the people that you love them, and take care of each other. And I love all y'all. And I guess I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Oh,
Hmm.
I forgot to tell people about the translated books that you have.
Oh. That'll be the cliffhanger. We'll talk about it
Yeah.
when I get back. Yeah. All right, everybody. Love y'all. Have a good one.
Bye, everybody.